So hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with another video for you guys. Today we are going to go ahead and do a full face of Only Makeup Revolution. So I truly love the brand. It is affordable, it has great products, and of course you can find them at Ulta or Target because now they are carrying it. But this is the full look. Only thing I was not able to get my hands on was the lip product, but we still made it work, guys. So yeah guys, this is the look that I created today. As always, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's jump right into the video, guys. So we're going to start off with the brows, and I was able to get my hands on the soap styler, and all it is basically a little soap, and I did spray it, and then I'm using my own spoolie. It does come with its own little brush, but I think I prefer the spoolie better. And I'm just going to go ahead and brush up. My eyebrows are a little bit thick and stubborn, guys, so it did take me a while. And by the way, I'm learning. I have no idea how to do soap brows. I think I did an okay job. Obviously, practice makes perfect. So I'm just going to try to do them as much as I can just so I can get the hang of it. But next, I'm going to take the back of my spoolie and I'm just going to press that like upwards and into my skin pretty much. And then here I'm just gonna go ahead and brush down the little brows. I did see this little hack from TikTok where again the girl used the back of her brush to just press it up, and then I'm trying to get the inner part of my eyebrow like sticking up a little more just so it looks nice and fluffy. And again, you just want to keep brushing it till it's pretty stuck on. Again, you don't want to spray the soap too much. You want it to be kind of tacky and sticky. And I'm just going to keep on pressing upwards. So next is after I done that, I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up my brow. I know I'm kind of doing this backwards, but I feel like this is gonna give me the best results. So I just took a concealer and I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my brows. And I think I used the Wet n Wild one because it's a little thicker. And also, you guys, you do want to clean around the brow once you're done. I didn't show that, but it does leave a little bit of like soap residue. And then here I just took my Anastasia pomade and kind of filled them in. I was not able to get my hands on a Makeup Revolution pomade, but I have used them in the past and they are really good, guys. So next for the lids, I'm going to go ahead and prime, and I'm taking the Revolution Pro Eye Elements in the shade Core. Pretty much it's just like a little painterly paint pot. And I'm going to go ahead and just apply that on the lid so we can get ready for some eyeshadow. So this is the palette. It is the Roxy palette. It is a really pretty palette, guys. I think it's like very beginner friendly, and I'm taking the shade Pumpkin, and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that on my crease. I had no idea what I was gonna create, by the way. I just, whatever color I saw that I liked, I went for. So usually I kind of have an idea of what I'm gonna do, but honestly today I had no clue, but still it came out really cute. So by the way, this palette, guys, $14. I think it's very like beginner friendly, but it also has some colors in there. So if you're starting off with makeup and don't know what palette to get, because I know there is like a billion out there, I would definitely recommend this one. I think it's affordable, it is great quality from the shadows that I used, and it's really pretty and it has a lot of colors. So next I'm taking the shade Draco, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply that to the outer third of my eye. I wasn't even sure that I was gonna do a halo eye, but apparently that's what I decided to do. So I'm just gonna pack that on the outer third. I'm just gonna pat it in, and then I will worry about the blending. And then here, of course, you're going to add it to your inner corner. And then you're going to kind of leave a space in between and then just connect it like on the crease. That's the only place it's going to be connected at. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend it out. Here's where I focused a little more on the blending. Next, I'm going to go in with honey, and I'm going to go ahead and apply that right above where we applied pumpkin, just to give it a little bit more color and like dimension, and just so it won't be so plain Jane. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend that in as nicely as I can, and then I'm going to go back in with a pumpkin and reapply it, because again, with blending, sometimes you tend to kind of, just lose your color. And then I'm gonna go again back in with Draco, whatever you want to call it, and just pop it on the crease a little more and just blend it out. So here I'm gonna go ahead and do like a cut crease, but only obviously focus it on the center of the eye. And again, I'm using that Wet n Wild Incognito concealer. I like it because it's pretty thick, and I feel like that works best with my eyes or my lids, because I do tend to get a little oily sometimes on there. So again, you just want to focus it on the center. So next, I'm taking the shade Yaz, and I love how it's spelled on there because it's literally Yaas and with a little exclamation mark. So I'm taking that on a flat brush. I believe this is like a Morphe brush, guys. And I'm just gonna go ahead and pat it on the lids. I did not get it wet, and it was pretty pigmented itself. So I can only imagine if I would have gotten my brush wet. Now I'm gonna go back in with that same shade Draco, and I'm just reblending it on the edges. And then we are gonna move on to the face. This is their Pore Perfecting Primer. It's pretty much like a putty primer. And then I love that with this little spoolie or spatula, whatever you want to call it, so you can get the product out. It's more on the lotiony side. It feels really smooth on your face. I will say, comparing it to the e.l.f. one is a little more on the drier side, but not in a bad way. So I did go ahead and use the putty brush just to blend everything in. And honestly, I really did like this primer, and I really love Makeup Revolution packaging. The only thing is they get dirty really fast, but I really love the packaging. I think it's really, really pretty. From the drugstore or cheaper side of makeup, I think it's one of my favorite when it comes to packaging. So I'm just blending this out with the brush, and I feel like it did a good job with my pores. I will say that I do feel like they kind of did vanish a little bit. And then this is another primer that I've been wanting to try out. This is their Glass Skin Primer. It's an ultimate dewy finish. It's supposed to give your skin like that extra natural glow within. And honestly, I love this stuff. I really like it. It was, I believe, like $14, and it made my face just super, super nice. I also saw a video that you can actually wear it on its own, just if you want to have that natural dewy look. So we're moving on to foundation, and I am going to go in with their Conceal and Define. It is a full coverage foundation. I have mine in the shade F10.5. I will say it's a little dark. I believe I got this for my summer foundation last year. So I think a shade down would have been a lot better, like maybe like a 9.5. But I just used it up. Like, I did make it work. It was no big deal. And I'm just blending it out with this foundation brush from BH Cosmetics. I really like this brush. I've been actually using it for all my foundations. I'll go back and forth and switch when it comes to applying my makeup. Sometimes I really love the sponges. Other times I will literally just like a foundation brush. So I'm just gonna blend this out. And honestly, I haven't used this foundation in a long time, and I forgot how nicely and full coverage this is. And it's very, even though it's a full coverage foundation, it's very smooth on the skin. It's not heavy at all. So I actually love this foundation. Next, I'm going to go in with my Conceal and Define concealer, and I got mine in the shade C5. This is also another great thing that I really had to repurchase it because the one I had was totally, I ran out. But I forgot how good this concealer is, and it's only, I believe, like $6 or $8. And it's really nice on the skin. It doesn't crease, it's not heavy, but it gives you full coverage. So I am going to go ahead and blend it out with a Real Techniques brush. So next up is I have the Makeup Revolution Bake and Blot powder, and mine is in the shade Banana. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pack that on my under my eyes. I'm sorry, I did go ahead and kind of scrape it out a little bit just so I can get it a little bit looser for the under eye, on the chin, down my nose, and on my forehead. This is a really nice powder. I would definitely recommend this more for the summer, especially if you want to blot afterwards. Definitely recommend it. So now for bronzer, we're gonna go in with their Mega Bronzer in the shade 02 Warm. This thing is a massive. I've had it for a year now, I believe, but I really like it. It's huge. I don't think I will ever hit pan on this thing. And again, it is a little darker, guys, but I did get this for my summer bronzer last year. So I know this year, at least I have a bronzer that is gonna match me. And again, I've been using the Japanese brush. It is just their 961. It is just an angled contouring brush, so I've been really liking this for my bronzer or contouring my face. And I am doing a little bit on the nose. Next up is the blush, and this is called their Blusher Reloaded, and mine is in the shade Peach Bliss. It's actually not even a peach shade, it's more like on the pink side, but I will say I really did enjoy this blush. I have never used their blushes, so definitely recommend these, and they're only under, I believe, under like $9. So I really like this blush, guys. Next, I'm taking the shade Ariel, and I'm also gonna mix it in with the shade Gingerbread, which I did not show, but I'm gonna go ahead and pop that on my lash line just so we can give the look a little more of an oomph. You know, I didn't want it to be too basic, so I really like this combo. Like I really like it. And then on the inner corner, I'm just applying that shade Yes back in the inner corner. And then for setting spray, I'm gonna go in with the Calming Makeup Fixing Spray with Cannabis. I'm actually out of that like completely. And then for highlight, I'm gonna go in with their Skin Finish highlighters. This is in the shade Radiance. This is from their Pro line. And I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that on a little bit on the nose, on my cheekbones, and that completes the look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.